And welcome everyone to another video. It's your boy Zero.
And I'm Mash.
And today we have another unboxing for you guys. And it's something special. Mash over here was treating himself to a new device. Mash, what device did you invest in?
So I am a huge appreciator of technology, emerging technologies, markets, intelligence. Wait, what am I talking about? I'm talking about VR, virtual reality. I have had a virtual reality headset in the past. For example, brought it out for reference. This is the PSVR 1.0, and it is it is nice, but it is limiting. And one of those limits, also specifically, is all of these cables that you have to attach to use it. You gotta plug in all these cables.
Yeah, and let's not forget there's a breakout box still, so that's still not everything.
Yeah. And also the camera as well.
You also needed a
specific camera for it. So.
And if you wanted to do like full 3D, you needed the PlayStation Move wands.
Yep.
So that's another thing.
So this was a nice start. You know, also you are limited to the PlayStation platform as well, but this was a nice start. But now that I've been getting more into race sims and just in general, because you know there are some cool VR games out there that I can't play, I wanted to get a VR headset that was more open to other platforms as well as tackle the whole wire issue. And to do that, I went ahead and bought a MetaQuest 2. It was on a pretty good sale for the most part, this bundle with the headset and the controllers.
Yeah, that's what they are. They're controllers, dude. Yeah. They're wands for motion, but they're also controllers. They have buttons and analog sticks.
I always found it weird that there's like a circle around it.
That circle's actually to detect your finger movements.
I see.
So when it comes to like certain games and like you want to use your thumbs or whatever in the game, that will detect your thumb movement in the game.
And that's also something you couldn't get with PSVR because the Move controllers, they just had the ball at the end of it.
Exactly.
Which is still fine, but I wanted to get something else, so I went ahead and got this. This is now the second VR headset I ever got, and decided, why don't we just show you guys what's inside this box, in addition to a couple of accessories.
Indeed. So why don't we just stop talking
and unbox? We went ahead and took care of any frustrating plastic ahead of time. This is the box, very narrow. Of course, you could see here we have the 128 gigabyte version. This is the MetaQuest 2. Interesting point, by the way. I know the MetaQuest 3 is on the way, or it's you could already pre-order it, but this one was on sale, so obviously I was gonna pick this one for a time being. They show off on the back of the box a couple of the games that you can play. You do need a Meta account.
Yeah,
something to do with Facebook, right?
Yeah, you need a Facebook account. And you also need a smartphone and connection to the internet wirelessly in order to set this thing up.
Okay. So I'll be sure to contact customer support and find out if my MySpace account will be somehow compatible. But anyway, so we're gonna just take that off.
Oh my god.
There was off angle. Teamwork makes the dream work.
I do like the minimalistic, just regular cardboard box. I'm not gonna lie. I love how Sony does their stuff.
Yeah.
But this is also nice because let's be honest, like we don't need a crazy razzle dazzle shit to unbox.
Yeah. And I'll put some side by sides at the end of the headsets together. I also still have the PSVR box as well, so we'll put side-by-sides for that later, but for now, there it is. And yeah, very minimalistic. I mean, it's headset, controller. Let's take a look at this. Want to go ahead and hold one of the motion controls. This is left.
And this is right. No, obviously, yeah. These have batteries built into them. They have the little pull tab for you to be able to like activate it. And I believe they also need charging. Actually, so if I remember correctly, because I've seen these before, Yeah, you can pull these out. Yeah, they come with batteries installed. So you either buy rechargeable batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Or you just buy batteries.
Or you just continually buy batteries.
Yeah.
That is kind of annoying. I would prefer something that you can just continually recharge.
Right.
But whatever, it's still nice. It still works. Analog stick. Yep, works like one. You got the A and B buttons, and I think this is a touchpad down here.
Yeah.
On both sides. And then of course the metal logo. It's comfortable, it's ergonomic.
Mm-hmm.
This actually fits my hand perfectly. My hands are not humongous.
Yeah.
But anybody who would have a bigger hand would probably have issues with this.
Put that to the side, and now the main component is the actual VR headset itself. As Zero mentioned, I really like the minimalist approach, and it's kind of like they just give you the VR headset, the 2 controllers, this box, and whatever this is. I guess it's like a blackhead.
It's a spacer for your glasses.
Okay.
It literally tells you right there.
Okay. But yeah, 5 items in the box. That's already so much better than, again, PSVR was fine, but that's already so much better than that whole experience. Real quick, I do want to open this just to see what's inside it before we look at the headset even closer. So you get a cable.
And a charging block.
And a charging block. It's USB-C to USB-C.
Okay, so that interesting. That's going to limit connectivity with the cable, but as long as it does the job, right? And then instruction.
Reference guide and then a safety and warranty guide.
Which we do not need, so we can burn them. I'm just kidding. It's funny enough because if you look here, it's telling you exactly what we mentioned earlier. You pull out the tab, turns on the controller, hold it for 2 seconds to turn it on. The headset itself, adjust it onto your head, adjust the lenses. Yeah, don't let the lenses have light shown into them. I guess that's not good. Don't expose it to direct sunlight. Clean with a microfiber cloth, which I believe it brought, right?
Yeah.
Brought one. I will say this though. I have worn the MetaQuest stuff before. It's not as comfortable as the PlayStation VR. One thing I do like about Sony is that they over-engineer their stuff first and then make it look somewhat nice. So when you put on the PlayStation like VR headset, you can adjust the back and it kind of balances everything out so it's not forward heavy on your head. Mm-hmm. When it comes to the MetaQuest stuff, it's just straps. There's no like hard plastic thing to help balance it.
Right.
So you're gonna feel some sort of weight in the front of your face.
Right.
Another thing we have to mention as well is that with the MetaQuest and the HTC Vive and whatnot, well, at least for this one, the MetaQuest, all of the hardware you need for this thing to work is in this headset. Meaning you basically have something that has about the power of a Switch, or maybe even stronger than that a little bit, all packed into this with its own like dual focal monitor system and motion sensing and tracking. So it's a lot of technology in a small little package, and I think that's awesome, but it will be slightly more uncomfortable. That is something that everyone should always keep in mind.
Right.
But either way, like it's still, again, it's nice because you're not tethered to anything.
Yeah.
So that's the drawback to it. Like you're not tethered to crap, but you have a lot of stuff in the front of your head.
Yeah. And I've heard about that, and well, we'll talk about that a little bit more. But we'll put this to the side. The headset itself, I want to take a look at it. I want to put it on my face. I want to see what this is like, and oh, okay, so there's the silicone cover. So this is gonna be for the actual spacer. And these are the lenses. No liquid cleaners, no sunlight on lenses. So don't flash any sunlight on the lenses. I wonder if does that count these as well?
No sunlight. And we're not going to shine anything like directly into it anyway.
I have a friend by the name of Swassage on Twitch, and he put googly eyes on the front of his VR headset. So now I'm thinking to myself, I want to put something on the front too. But yeah, here it is, the meta headset. I'm gonna try it on real quick.
You don't want to use a spacer for the glasses?
I will.
Yeah. All right. So this goes first, then the gasket.
Okay, so we're gonna put the spacer on first.
You got to take this off.
This whole thing?
I think that needs to come off. Yeah, that pops off. All right, so here's the regular gasket off. The glasses spacer then goes on. Make sure to match up the spots. And now the gasket. Now, for those of you who are wondering, why the heck would you need a gasket for this? I call it a gasket. It's not really a gasket. What it really does is that it helps fill in any of the spaces around your nose and your face so that it's all dark while you're wearing the VR headset. So that way you can see things a lot clearer. When it comes to the PSVR headset, it does a decent job up until a certain point. It doesn't fully cover everything. And I wouldn't imagine that even this one would do it, but it's still necessary. The last thing you want is light coming in from the sides or below you, messing up your view of the VR headset.
Well, I did the best I could because it was kind of hard. So I can keep my glasses on for this. I'll take my hat off. Okay, so this is no good. It's already contacting my glasses with the lenses. I don't
Pull it up. Pull it off. We absolutely did something wrong. All right, give me that.
I don't want to scratch the lenses up.
Well, we left the protective thing on the lenses. So I think what we did wrong was keep this thing off. I think what we should have done was this, obviously. Yeah. Goes like this. This should have been done first. This is weird. This is really weird. What the hell?
It doesn't like stay on there. But either way, I have to adjust the straps because it's literally pressing my face into the...
Anybody who has done this before, let us know down in the comments below how we're doing, because this thing doesn't seem to want to like wrap around.
Okay. Yeah.
Ugh.
It's weird.
Because it says to remove the original. Actually,
maybe you just put it on top of it. Maybe you put it on top of this one, I mean.
You're right.
Because why would you, if you want to space it for your glasses, why would you?
It even fits perfectly, yeah. This is to add extra space. So mash is correct. You don't do what we did. You do this. And it just snaps into place, and I feel like an idiot. And then you put this gasket over it. This makes so much more sense now. Mash, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I am a doo-doo head.
If I broke this, you're getting me a new one. No, I'm just kidding. I also adjusted the strap as well, just to give me a little bit more space. But yeah, we'll put that on real quick, and then we'll get to the second part of this unboxing, just as soon as we can figure this out. Yeah, and that the gasket fits a lot better.
Yeah, it's actually fitting. Okay, we're gonna do our best. This is gonna
click both ends. Okay, that's good. So now we have the glasses spacer. I should be able to put this on without anything special.
Yes.
And oh, that already feels way better. And yeah, no, my glasses are no longer contacting. Whoa, it's dark in here.
It's supposed to be.
My glasses are no longer touching the lens. Instead, I do see a little bit of light, so the gasket isn't like perfectly plugging.
It really isn't. I tried my best. We have to take it off and then redo it.
Nah, I'll just get some tape and just put it right there and I'm good. But yeah, no, my glasses are no longer touching the lens. It feels nice overall, like to have this on my face. I'm fine with it. It's just I definitely feel what you were saying before. If you're still here, or you're
I am literally still in the same spot.
Yeah, it was like what you were saying before, is that because all of the mechanics are right in here, it's actually it feels like it wants to fall. It's dragging. It feels like it's actually pulling my hair, like by the front. And whereas at the back, there's, as you can see, there's literally nothing on the back.
Yep.
So definitely want to invest in something for this headset. And thankfully, we got a friend by the name of Kugla GK.
Yes.
Who actually guided me on this purchase. We talked about this initially. I got initially a Twitch viewer from Swasage's channel had brought to my attention that this headset was on sale. You could get it for a pretty good deal. And then later, after I got it, Kugla was like, oh, by the way, check this out. Check that out. Kugla was being super helpful. So we're going to check out some of the cool accessories recommended by friend of the channel, Kugla GK, that I bought for this headset.
Let's get into it.
And here we are. We have some accessories for the MetaQuest 2. A couple of basic stuff. Something that, again, Kugla recommended that's going to help with the usage of this headset. And we're going to start very simple. So first we have a USB cable. I believe that this is going to be for connecting it to the computer. Let's open that up real quick.
Come on, bro. Put it here. Show the good people. So the brand we use is called Nexigo. USB 3.2 Gen 1 cable. Function, Oculus Quest, link, camera connection, computer to shoot. All right, so let's go ahead and see the cable.
Yeah, it's got a USB-C on one end and a regular USB on the other end. I thought this was like a little control, but it is not. So this is going to help connect our VR headset to the computer. Again, I would imagine that this is more so for like possibly charging or any kind of like game stuff. You do connect the VR headset to through the internet, so you can use Wi-Fi primarily. But again, what I was told, what Kugla recommended was to get this cable to help with the usage of it. So that's a very simple Nexigo cable. Next up, we have we'll do this one. Next up, we have Kiwi. And
yeah, you're holding it right. So Kiwi ACN? Don't know how to pronounce that. But Mash told me this is something special.
Yes, this is a replacement gasket.
A replacement gasket slash this actually feels nicer.
Yeah.
So this is a replacement spacer and gasket for the actual headset itself. So once again, this looks almost exact like the
glasses spacer.
The glasses spacer. This over here, I believe, is for like the back of the head. But this, one second. Okay, so if I'm guessing correctly, this is Velcro. This is all Velcro, dude. This is Velcro. That's so smart. And look at this thing for the nose. This helps block out even more light when you put it on. This is genius. Oh my goodness. And then of course you need the spacer for your glasses. So let's take off this crap. This looks pretty much exactly like the one you would get on the regular MetaQuest. I don't think they reinvented the wheel with this thing. And there we go. And this gasket just oozes premium. And this was by Kiwi, right?
This is by Kiwi. And I also want to make a quick correction, because while Zero was setting this up, I actually found out. So this is not for the back of the head. This is a protector for the lenses. So you put that in right there. And as you could see again, lenses, you could see them. Now you can't. This is actually very good because if you can get real close, I don't know if you could see it in the shot.
Yeah.
If you could see it in the shot, it actually says to not get direct sunlight into these lenses. We don't want to damage them. So having something like this will end up keeping your VR headset nice and secure.
Yes.
So that's definitely appreciated. I know it's literally just a cushion and it's like bare minimum, but that still goes like a long way with, they gave it to you. They're giving you some mods for your headset to make it more comfortable. Why not throw in something that's also going to be useful as well?
100% agree. So let's actually get rid of this and get rid of this regular...
The one that came with the base product.
Yeah. The spacers actually got stuck.
So this is the new one, and then this is the original one. Get the headset out here for a second. So honestly, they don't look too different at face value, right? Obviously, we had to put the gasket on, and Zero did his best, but it was kind of hard to do. But they don't look that crazy. But I did notice something. Besides this just feels so nice.
Yes.
Besides just like feeling better, I noticed also this one has vents.
It does.
This does not. So you have vents on both sides, on the top and the bottom of the Kiwi gasket, and yeah, like that's definitely going to come in handy because as someone that has done a little bit of VR before, but also I know a lot of people that do tons of VR, it gets hot when you wear this headset. So that's nice. That's really cool.
Another thing I want you to point out: turn it over. Notice the nose part. So notice this section here.
Yeah.
And notice this section here. What do you see that's different?
Oh, you're right. Yeah. So on the original, it's going to be hard to angle it because the front's going to block it. But on the original, there's very little coverage in the nose area. Whereas with this one, there's like a duck flap. There's like a webbing kind of thing. And that's going to definitely help with that problem we had earlier where I was like, oh, I'll just put some tape on it. Yeah. This is going to take care of it right away. I like this.
This is going to block out all that extra light you do not want in your headset.
For sure.
So as a matter of fact...
Let's get it on.
Indeed. With the glasses spacer, and then you can try it on right after. It should clip in just like the last one if this actually fits the Meta Quest 2. And it's looking a little wider. You try it.
Sorry, I didn't do this in our nice second cam because I had to kind of force it in. It's for a second I was like, "Whoa, did I order the wrong thing?" Because it looked like it wasn't gonna fit. But yeah, it's like more of a. It's like it stands out a little bit more.
Oh no, yeah, it does line up all the way. You're right.
Yeah, it seemed bigger. So I'm gonna go into the metaverse again. 2 seconds.
Just for 2 seconds. It's only for 2 seconds.
This has the glasses spacer?
Yeah. I made sure.
Ooh, yeah, that's way more dark. The nose thing is not perfect.
It's not gonna be, but it's still gonna be better than the last. The main thing is you want to push it onto your face instead of like shoving your face into it, so that way the spacer itself like gives you like optimal coverage.
Yeah.
The duck flaps are supposed to like be pushed up, not pushed down.
Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Oh, I know what I'm doing.
You also gotta tighten it, yeah.
I'm gonna have to tighten it.
Again, another reason why I like the PlayStation 1 better is because you have a knob at the back. All you gotta do is turn it, and it just auto tightens.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's almost no light from the bottom. Or by comparison, there's almost no light. I think it still needs to be jammed in a little bit harder because there's some little bit of light is peeking in from the bottom. But yeah, this feels more comfortable. And I know I've only had it on for like 2 seconds, so totally could be talking at it here, but it feels cooler. Like if we had a little fan or something and we blew air, I could probably feel it coming in through, through the headset. So I like this. But we still have more accessories, so we're going to keep going. Because the last thing that we have is the aftermarket head strap, and this is the same company that made the wire.
The cable, indeed. So Nexigo, once again. Nexigo apparently is a reliable brand. We're going to need that little knife of yours to get through the stickers. So, remember what I said about the PlayStation head strap? To my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, Mash.
Yeah.
This is likely going to fix that issue where the headset kind of just wants to fall forward.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I mean, I could feel that, like, if you're not gonna do a lot of intense stuff, I think the meta will stay on your head. But if you're gonna be doing like a lot of intense motion with your gaming experience, I would imagine that it's probably gonna want to fall off. But this will hopefully fix that.
And there's a little booklet in there too.
Yep.
So let's unbag it, and
wow,
this already looks pretty high tech. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it does.
And it has the knob.
Yep.
That's what we want.
And also, in addition to just being a more ergonomic head strap and has lots of interesting things and features on it, it also has a battery too, which is why you get this thing. So this, I guess, would plug into the headset.
It would plug into the headset in a certain spot. So what we want to do is we want to unfold it. This, I believe, goes above the head. You could even see a little bit of a cushion here. You get a cushion in the front for your forehead. Yep. And the back of your head. And I think these rails are supposed to be for the balls over here on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the side of the headset.
So we're just gonna real quick try to take the strap off from the original.
All right, so what you need to do is unvelcro and then pull it out. It will take a second. It will indeed take a second. There we go. And then what we're gonna need to do here now, I believe, is this Velcroed on? Oh, I know what they mean. So I believe, yeah, you kind of see what I mean, right? Like this looks like it could just snap off. I'm kind of scared because I don't want to break it. Oh, never mind.
I also don't want to break it. There we go.
And there we go. Yeah, you just snap these off, and then the old head strap is off this uncomfortable thing. And now, to my understanding, these rails slide in here. So, give me that. Yeah, line them out. Flip it. One goes in here, and then one goes in there. And all we got to do is just slide it in. So you go ahead and do it.
I want to show everyone, but you also want to get good leverage.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that also needs to... There we go. You need to line them up a little bit better. You also want them to be nice and, like, really in there.
There we go. Wow. That's a lot more.
Yeah, that looks a lot more comfortable. And now, just like before, this will have to be threaded through here. And I don't know how we're going to be able to do that. Well, first, let's... All right, so here's what we think we need to do. We need to lift this up and lift this up as well. And then just like what we did before, we're just gonna have to snap off. There we go. Pull it from every which way. Cool. This is now off. And now when we flip it back over, we should be able to bend this down. And we have better access to this little spot right over here, where all we need to do next is unvelcro this. Make sure this cable's not in the way. Oh, that's much easier. As a matter of fact, that would have been easier earlier as well when we were trying to get rid of the original.
Right. Hindsight is 2020.
Also, they should have told us in the instructions, take the guard off first, genius. But they didn't, so they're the idiots, not us. We were just following instructions. All right, and bam. And now bam.
And we just gotta put the face shield back on.
You're absolutely correct. But first, let's also make sure that has all the space it needs. Okay. Let's also bend this up to give Mash all the space he's gonna need to put the face shield down. We kept calling it a gasket. It's called the face shield.
Now we are at a crucial step. Obviously, this unboxing has been going quite some time. So we are almost gonna wrap up here. But I wanna, before we put this back on, so we don't have to put it back on and take it back off and put it back on, I'm gonna take this off. This is the glasses spacer, so when you have your gasket, your face shield, you're gonna actually put this on so that if you're wearing glasses, it spaces it out just a tiny bit so that your glasses aren't scratching the lens. Now that's cool and all, but then also, I still gotta wear my glasses under this headset. I don't wanna do that. Some people don't. And thankfully, thanks to the good people at Hans VR, thank you by the way, Hans VR actually came out with a service where you can get prescription lenses to insert into your VR headset. And it's not just the MetaQuest, they do it for all sorts of other virtual reality headsets as well. So this is the final piece that we have that I'm gonna open right now and put that in, and we're gonna test what this is gonna look like. I'm gonna get to play VR without my glasses. That's amazing to me. So you of course get some little paperwork. You do get a
Microfiber
cleaning
cloth,
several of them, and a very cool box set. Again, this is something that you don't want to shine direct sunlight on, which is okay because we're in a cave right now. And here you go. Inside you get these two nice wrapped lenses. Again, I really like this case.
Yeah, the protective case is a very nice touch.
They also give you this, which I think this is for the lenses.
Absolutely, for when they're in the headset.
Kind of like that little pillow was. So we'll put that in later. But yeah, we will take out the right one first. And there's the. This is my right eye in terms of a VR headset. This is what we have to put in there. And this is the one on the left. So it's exactly the same. Now my question is kind of going to be, so how are we going to attach this? How does this work?
So, to my understanding, is there a space? I think there is. So, I think I also see clips. So instead of actually removing the originals,
I see.
we're going to go ahead and just find which ones these belong to and slide them on. That's my understanding, but we would also need to remove the protective film. So we're gonna go ahead and do that.
So this is the right one, that's the left one.
So give me the right one. So the flat side is over here, so I'm gonna try to line that up. And I think we actually need to remove something. Yes. These are magnetic? That's so nice! That is so nice. Okay. Alright, so here's... Yeah. I believe they need to be slid in here, but the problem is I don't think these are gonna slide on. I don't know if you bought the correct ones for the correct thing.
I did though.
Now, where are the instructions? I want to see them. Because they had to have come with instructions. So over here, blue light filter, very good. All right, that's just your prescription. Let's look at this little black envelope and see if they gave us... Nope, this is just a microfiber cloth. That's still very nice. This...
No, dude, you keep them on.
Yeah, but notice how they're not snapping in. And over here, just a social media card.
I think they're not supposed to snap in. Because these were purchased for this headset. This was the correct thing. It's just... no, it stays.
Stays?
It
Okay.
stays. I'll try to put one on so you guys can see it, but it stays. Now I'm kind of curious though why the thing is magnetic, which as cool as it is, I'm wondering what the function of that is. I have two pieces, but yeah. So, can you hold the headset, please? It's not the most secure, but they do click in. So yeah.
Yeah, so I was correct. And I think the reason why is because what you do is, once they're clicked in,
You could take them off.
you can take them off and not have to use them. I think you still need the spacer though.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I think you'd still need the spacer.
I did that grand introduction saying, "Oh, we're not gonna need that anymore, so I'm just gonna take it off." And
Looks like you were wrong. Now you need to find it again. But while you do that, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of those fingerprint marks
yes, please.
with the nice microfiber cloth that they provided. So that is gonna be nice. You absolutely, however, do need the spacer, because goddamn. I don't see any markings left. But yeah, you can take off your glasses, bruh.
Real quick, while we're doing all this, again, shout out to Kugla, our friend. He kind of walked me through all the stuff that I need to get for this headset. So this video goes out to our buddy. And yep, that's all good. I could take these off. Won't need these anymore.
And now we need to somehow fit that back on.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, man, you're getting ahead of yourself. It's supposed to line up just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that. And it's supposed to snap in up here as well. I think I snapped it in all the way. Everything seems to be lining
You
up.
want to look for the seal. Want it to be a good seal. This is an interesting Velcro, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But okay. Well,
Take off your
now
hat.
I won't need my glasses or my hat. And here we go.
Oh my god, that makes it so much easier. Also, we need to Velcro that, so you can also push it over your head.
Wow, this is massive.
So, tighten it in from the back first,
Uh-huh. That's good.
and now we can pull the Velcro up.
Yeah.
So, one second. Okay.
Which, by the way, he's gonna be here every time I use it to help me do this.
Is that too tight?
No, that's fine.
How does that feel, big boy?
That is good. And also,
That is comfy?
it's almost no light as well. Virtually no light. Just a tiny bit from like the gasket, but oh wait, no, there's a tiny bit of light because of the air holes. But dude, this is great. Oh my god.
Is it comfy?
Yeah. Just find the power button. Maybe we can turn it on.
Well, actually, you need to take off this, and the power button is going to be right here. You have to hold it for 2 seconds.
Where?
1, 2.
Looks like it's. Oh,
It's
there it is.
powering on.
Wow. I can actually.
Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
That's what I like to hear. Look at that. Turn sideways so that people can see it in the face cam. Look at how this is. This is basically how the PlayStation VR headset is, with this knob in the back that helps you tighten it and whatnot. They even put extra padding. How does the extra padding feel?
Dude, it doesn't even feel like it's on my head. It is nice. Also, 1 second, I'm on the phone with Mark Zuckerberg. Hey, what's up, Mark? No, it feels really dope. Like, oh man. It's telling me to plug something in.
Plug something in.
I probably have to go ahead and do setup. But yeah, I mean, this is really good. I just love being able to use this, and I could read the numbers. They're like really nice and crisp, and in focus. This is such a game changer because again, just thinking back to how virtual reality was the last time I played it, which was again the PSVR. I hated having to wear my glasses with it, and now I feel so like free. Do you hear volume, by the way? Is there you hear audio coming out of this thing?
I do not. Do you hear something?
You don't hear that.
No. I think this thing has directional like ear sound. Let me block one ear. Do you hear anything?
Yeah, I still hear it. Dude, you don't hear that?
No. Like, what are you hearing?
It just kind of like an ambient, like, kind of sound effect while like stuff is like, like being on the virtual console or something.
No, I don't hear that.
Okay,
that's interesting. Whatever they're doing with that, that's wild.
Yeah, because he can't hear it. He's right here. There's nothing on my ears, like, over them. But I could totally hear, I could totally hear, like, very generic, like, menu music. All right, well, obviously we can't really get started on this right now, but this already looks and feels really cool. I can't wait to get a chance to do more with this. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link for my Twitch channel here. My plan is to kind of do racing sim stuff with this, so I'll be doing some iRacing with the VR, just to get that extra level of immersion. But even if that doesn't like work for me very well, I'm totally gonna still play some more of this stuff, so check out me on Twitch. All right, so that's gonna do it for this unboxing video. We have the MetaQuest 2. Again,
upgraded MetaQuest 2. Not just a regular, we upgraded this shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say the MetaQuest 2, in addition to some modifications that some other accessories that we bought courtesy of our friend Kugla GK, showing me the things to get for this. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, we couldn't get set up with this in time to do something, but maybe we'll get some more content with this headset in the future.
If you guys like this video, make sure to slap the like button, mash the subscribe button, and let us know. Have you guys played with VR headsets before? Do you guys have the MetaQuest or the PlayStation VR or the HTC Vive or what have you?
The PSVR's right here.
Yeah, do you guys have one of those? Because we enjoyed that. But this one is all encompassing. You have everything you need on it.
Yeah.
And it has the extra now headset spacer thing here. Now it has that on that. Like, that's good.
So yeah, we'll put some B-roll as well of these two side by side so you can see the comparison between the Quest and the PSVR. But we want to thank you guys so much for watching this video.
Once again, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.